Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into one of the world's most misunderstood cuisines. We're talking about a culinary tradition that's so much more than just a dare for your taste buds. So, when you think of Sichuan food, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For a lot of us, it's just one thing, right? That fiery, mouth-numbing sensation. But what if I told you that's just the tip of the iceberg? That it's really just the opening act for a much more complex and sophisticated show? Okay, let's get into it. That famous Sichuan sensation is called málà, and it's not just one flavor. Not by a long shot. It's a deliberate and frankly brilliant combination of two totally different things that creates a feeling unlike anything else you'll ever eat. So, these two sensations, ma from the Sichuan peppercorn and la from the chili pepper, they aren't just partners in crime. They come from completely different worlds and have wildly different histories. And honestly, understanding how they got together is the first real step to getting past the stereotype. Okay, so the numbing tingle, the ma, that comes from the native Sichuan peppercorn. And get this, it's not even a pepper. It's actually a member of the citrus family. It's been used in that region for thousands of years. But the heat, the la, that comes from chili peppers, which only showed up from the Americas in the 16th century. And when they did, they were embraced with some serious passion. And here's where the magic really happens. That synergy is incredible. The numbing doesn't just dull the heat, it actually changes how you taste it. That tingling sensation kind of preps your palate, and it lets you taste all the complex, fruity notes that are hiding underneath the chili's burn. It's a work of pure culinary genius. So, if there's that much complexity in just one single flavor combination, you can only imagine what else is going on, right? Well, this level of sophistication isn't some happy accident. It's actually formally recognized and celebrated right in the cuisine's very structure. That's right, 24. Sichuan cuisine has a formal system of 24 distinct flavor profiles. And here's the real shocker for most people. The vast majority of them have absolutely nothing to do with being numb and spicy. This is the true heart and soul of Sichuan cooking. And just look at the variety here. You've got fish fragrant, which is named for the aromatics they used to use when cooking fish, but it doesn't have any fish in it at all. Then there's the mind-bending strange flavor, which is this perfect harmony where no single taste is allowed to dominate. Even a classic dish like kung pao chicken uses the delicate lychee flavor profile. It's incredible. You know, there's a famous saying in Sichuan that just captures this whole philosophy perfectly. One dish, one style, 100 dishes, 100 flavors. It's a real commitment to making sure every single thing on the table gives you a totally unique experience. So where does all this incredible depth of flavor actually come from? Well, the secret isn't just about what spices you have on your rack. It's about a much older, more patient ingredient, time itself. I want you to meet Pixian Dobenjang. This one ingredient, this rich, savory, umami-packed paste, is the foundation for countless classic dishes. We're talking everything from mapo tofu to hot pot broths. Honestly, without it, Sichuan food as we know it just wouldn't exist. And making this stuff is a painstaking, multi-year process of pure alchemy. It relies on the super specific climate and microbial environment of just one region in Sichuan. This isn't just a sauce you whip up. No way. This is a living tradition, aged under the sun and stirred by hand for years, all to develop this profound complexity. Okay, so we've got the flavors and we have the core ingredients. Now let's talk about another absolutely crucial piece of the puzzle, technique. Because in Sichuan cooking, it's not just what you cook, it's how you cook it. So dry frying is, well, it's a little bit of a misleading name. The goal isn't really to cook without oil. It's about using oil in this slow, patient process to pull the moisture out of the ingredients, which makes the food itself dry. For a dish like dry fried green beans, this technique is completely transformative. It creates this addictively delicious, slightly charred, wrinkled texture that just soaks up all the seasonings like a sponge. It's so good. Now, when you apply that same technique to beef, it creates something totally different, a highly prized texture. The meat gets both chewy and crisp, and it concentrates its flavor into something intensely savory. It's all about creating these very specific, very desired textures. All this complexity brings us to some of the biggest myths about Sichuan food, and what you would actually find on a dinner table if you were in Chengdu. Okay, the biggest myth by far is that everything is spicy. In reality, a proper Sichuan meal is all about balance. A table will almost always have clear, delicate soups or mild stir-fries to cool the palate down between the fiery dishes. I mean, one of the highest forms of the cuisine is literally a simple cabbage in a supremely clear, flavorful broth. And this also helps explain another common misconception, the idea that all Sichuan food is oily or super heavy. That usually comes from restaurant food, which is designed to impress you, to give you that wow factor. But everyday home cooking is a whole different story. It's much lighter, way more balanced, and it really focuses on fresh vegetables and nourishment. And the cuisine itself is so much more than just a formal meal. I mean, from quick street snacks like dan dan noodles to the whole communal ritual of hot pot, where friends and family gather for hours, the dining experience is just incredibly rich and varied. So, there you have it. We've journeyed from a single, misunderstood sensation to this vast, deeply complex culinary world. You're now equipped to look right past those old cliches. So let's just recap the real story here. It's the sophisticated science of málà, not just raw heat. It's a whole universe of 24 flavors, not just one. It's the patient soul of fermentation, the precise art of technique, and above all, that constant, beautiful pursuit of balance. Now that you know the story beyond the burn, you're not just ready to eat. You're ready to really explore and appreciate one of the most sophisticated, diverse, and delicious cuisines on the entire planet. So go find that fish-fragrant eggplant, or maybe a bowl of noodles in a strange flavor sauce. Trust me, you will not regret it.